after you accept the reality that you've created, I need you to allow yourself to make mistakes. Because if I were to sit here and say, oh my God, when I took out a total, it was about $1 million worth of debt, which is a lot of debt. But I knew what I was launching and I knew where I had gone. Now, there are some things I would have wished that I did differently. But again, I had never run a business and tried to train other people besides my brother who works with me to be the type of financial planner that I am and really helping people with the emotional side of money. Everybody, Julie Murphy here, and I am here to tune in and help you get to a place where you can transform your financial regrets, because I have found that everybody on some level has some kind of regret. Now, your financial regrets may come in different forms, and it may come through your work life or your family life or your financial life if it's debt. But it's really important for us to see where it is versus where it is that you'd like to direct it to go. And don't forget to subscribe and like and hit that notification bell, because I am here to help you get to exactly a life that you'd love. I recently had a mom at my kid's school send me a Facebook message. And she said there, she goes, oh my God, where are you at with your kids? Because you are the fun mom, and I've always wanted to be the fun mom, and you just seem to like be fun. Where is that? I'd love to take my kids. And it's really interesting because I really spent a lot of time in my 20s and my 30s really making sure that I had no regrets. One of the biggest regrets that I ever had was that I listened to everybody else when I was younger, and I didn't even apply to the university that I really wanted to go to, and that was the University of Notre Dame. And in my 20s, I had then had the opportunity, after building my own business, to actually go into their executive MBA program and actually become a Notre Dame graduate, which currently I am an alum. And what does this have to do with our financial life? Well, we make these decisions, whether it's in our personal life, our family lives, our work lives. And I'm finding that as we age and as we grow, I want you to do, first and foremost, I need you to accept the reality that you've created, every ounce of it. Financially, that's the debts that you've taken out. I remember years ago when I wanted to build a whole team of financial advisors to be able to help the future, because I had someone in my industry say to me, oh, Julie, you're just a one-hit wonder, and you're really great at connecting with people and helping them with their emotional side of money, but that's just not normal, and you're just a one-hit wonder. And I had taken it on at that time going, I'm not a one-hit wonder. This is a process. And this is where my book, Awaken Your Wealth, actually birthed itself, because I had decided to then take the process that I walked clients through one-on-one into a book form and then a workbook, and I have online courses, and I've created this whole infrastructure that I'm now actually teaching financial planners who work with my firm. And there's been some that have decided to work at other firms, and that's okay too. And it's really interesting in how, I had a lot of regret when I first did that, because I took on an SBA loan in my business. I took another loan and a line of credit to really follow this inner knowing to drive the engine. And what I realized, which is the second thing I'd really like all of you to do after you accept the reality that you've created, I need you to allow yourself to make mistakes. Because if I were to sit here and say, oh my God, when I took out a total, it was about $1 million worth of debt, which is a lot of debt. But I knew what I was launching and I knew where I had gone. Now, there are some things I would have wished that I did differently. But again, I had never run a business and tried to train other people besides my brother who works with me to be the type of financial planner that I am and really helping people with the emotional side of money. When we accept the reality that we've created and allow ourselves to make mistakes, so often it's how we choose to look at them. Because what I know to be true is that every single thing that I have ever needed, wanted, has always come because I'm adding more good into the world than being the negative Nelly and beating myself up along the way. And did I like having $1 million of debt? No. Did I like the fact that something snowballed from that decision that I had to clean up? No. But you know what? I accepted it and I allowed myself to learn because that's the most important part. And then the third piece that's super important is you have to open yourself up to receive because you have no idea how fast it can turn around like that. When I'm helping clients actually tune in to their heart and their soul, and they switch that job and they start to tune into their family members a little bit more to start to create the life that they really truly want to create, then guess what? Miracles start to happen. Things really start to gel and to mold in their life. Why? Because the highest vibrational force in the universe is the human heart. If you don't believe me, go look at all the research at heartmath.org because those researchers have done it all. And the magnetic force of our human hearts goes for over 8 miles, and they just don't even have anything to measure it farther than that. These minds, these brilliant minds that we have educated, the magnetic force only goes for 2 feet. So when we're only making decisions from our heads and not including our heart, quantum leaps are not going to happen, at least not to the extent when you bring your heart into it. So during this season, while you're sitting here and you're looking at what financial regrets do I have, I really need you to not beat yourself up about it. Why? Because it is what it is. You can't change it. I had someone tell me one time when I was up on Capitol Hill speaking and said, you must be from the Midwest, young lady. You're a direct talker. And I'm like, yeah, I am. But guess what? It's okay. Like, let's stop BSing ourselves. Let's stop thinking reality is not what it is. We often distract ourselves through being a workaholic or by obsessing and entraining the people around us. There's all kinds of stress mechanisms and control mechanisms that we use. But when you're looking at these financial regrets, I want you to not only accept the reality, allow yourself to make those mistakes, forgive yourself, because forgiveness is not about the other person. Forgiveness is actually about shifting how it's gluing in on your inside, creating your tomorrow. Because if you're having lower vibrational emotions, anger, hate, frustration, competition, all of those lower vibrating emotions are not going to get you anywhere near the life that you want to love and the one that you're desiring and dreaming to have happen. You have to be up here in gratitude and be thankful and loving and happy. And how do we do that when we don't like our reality? You do that by accepting the reality, forgiving yourself, because it allows you to let it go. I talk about our money, that our financial past are the debts that we've created, even our good mortgage debt, our car payments, our student loans, money we owe family members, whatever that debt is. It gives you a lack of freedom today because you're not allowed to live in the present moment and in the now when your cash flows are so focused on paying for your past. So if that is your reality, just create the game plan one day at a time to get to living more and more in the now. And I'm shown this all the time. And I want to share that with you guys so that we can actually get to this place. So don't forget, accept the reality, allow yourself to make those mistakes, and open yourself up to receiving. There's all kinds of information on my channel to help you through those 3 things. But you have to be willing to clean up your financial past, which are your debts, while living in the present moment, meaning your cash flows in and out are in alignment to create the future that you really love. All right, everybody. Don't forget, I want you to hit the subscribe button, like, and hit that notification bell so I can help you to create a life that you absolutely love. See you soon. Bye.